This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Our World Has Ended. In the last episode, we had the meeting, the Council of Seven meeting. The swords of the elves and axes of the dwarves came together. Oh wait, that's a different story. No, it's just a lot of weebs getting. No, I'm just kidding. Trying to figure out how to make the next big RPG game. Well, I mean, it seems like they're now finally getting on the ideas. At first they were kind of just messing around, but it looks like everything's focusing a bit. I mean, we're not focused. We missed the very first decision of the game, but we were just so we didn't want to tell them we saw swimsuits and boobies everywhere. I mean, what am I, 18 years old or something? I don't know. No, actually at that age, actually at 18, you think you would get over because if you're like a young teenager, like in that, when you're first blooming, like 13 to like 16, maybe even 17, you would still be kind of like, oh, that you would think at 18, or at least around that point, you kind of get a little bit mature about it. You're like, oh yeah, I saw boobs. But it's for comedic effect, I know. But anyway, let's continue on. The W.O.R.L.D song could have helped me out a bit earlier. Why didn't he? Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out a way to explain what we saw, and he just let us crash and burn like the good boss he was. Oh yeah, it was obviously because he had fun watching me turn all flustered. A bit exacerbated by personality. I asked him something that has me a bit curious. Are you sure we should do this? The world program went out of control during today's experiment, didn't it? Did it? Or were we the only one to see that? Oh yeah, but if that was caused by overheating, it should be okay now. It's not as hot as it was new. Hey you, Tanichka, you got a pair of VR goggles on your side. If you can make it with one with an external camera. Don't worry, we have lots and lots of them all over the lab. Then hurry up and find a pair. When you do, connect it to your PC. I'll open up our ports from here. I'll use the lab server as a stepping stone and connect us. You're as crazy as always. They'll get mad at me if we leave a trail, We won't. Alright people, let's get our NWGs and gather here again. We go to our desk, grab our goggles, and return to the conference space. Does everyone get their own goggles? Then we equipped and turned them on like Awari-san tells us. The camera installed at the front of the goggles sends its video feed to the smartphone screen on the inside. Look at the others, NWGs, and realize just how customized they are. Yeah, they are, because mine was like a piece of crap. Oh, it's like, no, if we tie it up a bit, it could be a piece of shit. And yeah, Awari-san's a samurai. Or at least it looks like a samurai. And then Aruka. Maybe some Dark Lord or something like that, maybe? Like Evil Emperor? Probably. Let's see. Can't really... I mean, obviously the panda one's kind of cute. Oh, Rose is on the far right. I don't even know what the far left one is. I can't really tell. Maybe like one of those Super Sentai people, maybe? Or no... Can't really tell. Oh well. It looks like there's a part of themselves in them. I can't help but feel like my NWG, which I didn't modify at all after Awari-san gave it to me, is extremely shabby. I consider decorating a bit more than when I have the time, but I don't feel like I can make it have as much personality as theirs. Yeah, because we're the MC, we're supposed to be generally piecemeal or white bread for the most part, so we can appeal to everyone playing the game, which means boring. And yet somehow all the ladies or guys want to be our friends and all the ladies want to get together. After all, basically normality given human form, which basically means boring. Tanichka, are we linked? Awari-san's voice reaches me from both his own mouth and the speaker in my ear. It's all okay. I connected us. I hear your voices through my goggles. Tatiana-san's voice comes out from only the speaker. Alright, let's start the AR demo. World program standby. Awari-san does something on a separate laptop from one of Tatiana-san's using to chat. Suddenly a ton of info overlays my field of vision. World system standby. The program is ready to start. All we need is a voice command. Okay, I almost forgot. I took like a day break in between recordings, and I almost forgot what voice I gave her. A voice command? What's the point? Can't you just run with your controls? Asana-san says about the same thing I said today at noon. However, the one to argue against it this time is Aruka-san. Voice commands are part of the manly spirit. Looks like you have a long way to go until you understand that. I'm a girl. Of course I don't understand that. Well, that's just generalizing, dude. Maybe some girls get that. I think it'll be fun, though. Now let me present one of you with the honor of activating the program. Any volunteers? Right here! Aruka-san raises his hand high. Alright, you do it. The command is change the world. Roger. Change the world! I am not going to yell that, sir. Whoa, that's annoying. Looks like the way he said was just too weird for the program to recognize. I can't blame it, to be honest. Come on now, of course that won't work. You gotta say change the world. What the? Oh, he did say it, didn't he? Well, there you go. You just have to say it regular, like, not be such a spaz. That's what he is, a spaz. Looks like Owari-san's words were actually recognized as the command. Just like at noon, a little filter covers my vision, and various info is displayed on my vision. Wow, this is so cool. Are we about to roll through the electronic seal? Everyone prepared to depart. Yuna-san and Aruka-san are giddy, but the rest of us aren't as impressed. Well, my heart's beating a bit faster, but that's about it. Isn't this quite far from true AR? Asana-san and Natsumi-san agree on something for once. Sakai, I'm bored. Show me something interesting already. Even Tatiana-san is complaining. Oh, I will. I'll show you the true potential of the NWG and the W.O.R.L.D program. Owari-san does something on his laptop and augments our vision. Whoa, I'm totally freaking out. Oh, wait, no. Looks like we're in a dungeon. Whoa, it's got chains in there. This is like a torture room. Dude. Textures are applied to what we see in real time. The familiar conference space becomes a dark dungeon you expect to see in RPGs, or BDSMs, or in my fantasies. Wow, the base is like a dungeon now. What? There's a legendary dungeon? 5 worth of smugglers? I never thought I'd come here in real time, or lifetime. Yuna-san and Aruka-san are even more excited than before. Well, this is quite amazing. Even Asana-san and Natsumi-san are lost for words. The quality of this AR is just that good. You know what the sad thing about this is? I'd never be able to enjoy this. I get like I don't know what they call it, but basically I get motion sickness when I wear headsets for too long. Or I've tried like goggles like this before, and I get sick like almost immediately. So I'll never be able to enjoy this type of stuff. Oh well, I mean, it doesn't seem that it's not perfected enough to really warrant my attention anyway. So, not a big loss. The lab is a dungeon. Whoa, Sakai, this is awesome. Even Tatiana-san and Kaido sounds moved. I was really surprised back when the signs in Asakusa started displaying sexy women and when Yuna-san's clothes became a school swimsuit. But this is a level above that. All of my vision is augmented. I extend my hand. I don't actually see it, but I can feel the conference table here. This tech not only applies textures to things and makes them look like something else, it can also make things that are there become invisible. An RPG that utilizes that would be really awesome. We're just getting started here. A dungeon is a dungeon without monsters. Let's get one in here. Now choose, do you want a sexy, ultra-erotic monster, or one that's more basic? Sakai, you don't even need to ask. All that's written in the Akashic records. They don't say one thing about this, and it's ultra-erotic monster. Reiji-kun, what about you? Well, I won't deny that I'm interested in that one, because I'm a man who can't control his hormones. Oh dear, I don't think that the perv germ has spread this much. If I had a flamethrower, I'd just burn it all right now. What's that meme online where burn it with the meme from like Star Wars Episode 7, burn it with fire, when the flame technicians come in to burn the village at the beginning of the movie? Yeah, that movie was okay, but I didn't like the fact it repeated a lot of stuff. And yes, I know it's not exactly the same movie, and beats are what those movies are based off of, but like a poem, but I don't know. It's too much familiar space for me. And don't get me started on the later ones. Not even the goggles can contain the coldness of her glare.
Yuno and Tatiana here are here too. No ultra erotic monsters. Bring it out and I'll beat you up for sexual harassment.
She's serious. Alright, I'll go with the normal monster. Owari-san's momentarily seems to succumb to Asana-san's threats, but then...
Yeah, as if I decided to use the sexually ultra erotic monster long before this demo.
I knew it. Owari-san, you really are a model pervert. I can't say anything in front of the girls, but you have my silent support. Yeah, guys like that are... In real life, guys like that who talk like about the hotness of women on a constant basis gets, for me personally, gets very like... makes me very uncomfortable, because I'm just like... I'm like one of those secret likers of the ladies and everything like that. I never want to talk about it with other people because it's like, dude, I don't want to know what you like. Just keep it in your own house and room or whatever. Leave me to my own devices. You know what I mean? It's just too awkward. And the fact I'm not comfortable around people in general. I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, sorry. Owari-san does something on his laptop again. Source code of the program flies by and a monster is gradually being created in the empty space. The silhouette of the sexy monster makes me gulp, but then it suddenly stops. Whoa, glitch heaven. What? Something's wrong. Owari-san, this is the same thing that happened back during the experiment at noon. Yeah, the W.O.R.L.D program is going haywire. Shit. Why does this keep happening? He desperately starts working his laptop to try and bring the situation under control, but the program is still out of control. Ah!
Hey, I went black all right. We went all black. What's going on here?
The program crashed again. This time, even the external monitor function is dead.
Whoa, so we have been summoned to the dark world of darkness, Dark. We have to gather the miraculous shining stones and banish the darkness.
Shining Force anyone? Aruka-san, please don't say that nonsense now.
So what does that mean?
Oh yeah,
It means that there's no point in wearing these stuffy goggles. Let's take them off.
Why did the program go haywire again? I probably examined it and didn't find any bugs. Owari-san takes off his NWG and looks at the laptop with a serious expression. Hey, Tanichka, can you take a look at the program? I want to know if you find anything weird about it. Tatiana doesn't respond. Hey, Tanichka, what, don't you hear me? Or do you hear me? He brings the laptop we used for voice chats closer and... Shit, the connection is dead.
Knowing Tatiana, she probably just fell asleep.
Oh well, I'll contact her again later. Owari-san sighs. He seems to be down. Rarity for him.
Well, with the W.O.R.L.D program and the NWG in this state, it doesn't seem like we can continue the demo. Let's just leave today's Council 7 today for that.
Well, yeah, new technology is always going to be not perfected for quite a while. And then when it does, booyah. I don't feel too good about not getting a proper conclusion. But it doesn't look like there's anything more I can do today. Though the conference is over, there's still some sweets, pizza and drinks, so we just hang around and reflect on what just happened. This just isn't right. What the hell is causing this? Owari-san is in front of his laptop, folding his arms and thinking intensely.
I'd say that God punished you for ignoring your wishes and trying to sexually harass us. That's probably it. If you learn your lesson, show us the normal ones next time, you perv.
Natsumi-san and Asana-san scold Owari-san.
But I kind of want to see the
Sexy ultra-erotic monster. That's my girl right there. No, just kidding.
You must only seek it. As long as you do, your desire will eventually appear before your eyes.
You want to see it that much? Alright, then come here and I'll give you a peek at my monster's 3D model.
You don't have to show her that. I mean, just don't, you perv.
Hey, don't choose her sexuality for it. Maybe she likes the memories. No.
Oh, the feature's gone. Looks like one of us has the ability to make things reddish.
I wonder who. No, we just ate it all. But I have some left. Do my southern voice there for a second. But I have some left. Take it if you want.
Oh, Reiji, can you go to the fridge and get me some beer? The conference is over, but I can drink now.
The gathering loses the mood of the conference, making it look like nothing but a lazy party. I go to the fridge and brought Asana-san some Ibuchi beer, a favorite of hers. She opens the can and starts drowning the content. I've never had beer before, but what I've heard is definitely an acquired taste. Like most, even people who drink alcohol regularly don't consider beer great. You know, like they're like, it's just something to get you buzzed, but I don't know. I'm a teetotaler, or teetotaler. Is it a teetotaler or a teetotaler? Either way. You can look that up.
I just love the way it goes down my throat. Wait, you still had some of this beer?
I'm not sure I know what you mean. Isn't that the one you always drank?
Well, yeah, but the store we went to was all out. I had to buy a different one, so this is a stroke of luck.
Dult, dult, dult. Natsumi-san is wearing a set of headphones and silently drawing something.
What?
Iruka-san is pouring an insane amount of hot sauce on his pizza and seemingly testing the limits of his spiciness. I can't handle... Oh, I think I talked about this before, how I can't handle spiciness. I don't even want to think about it.
Hey everyone, what kind of syrup do you like? I recommend the strawberry melon special blend.
That sounds gross. Yuno-san brings a shaved ice machine and starts making some shaved ice on the table.
I see then. Oh, I get it. Nah, not bad.
For a moment, I think Owari-san's testing some new program, but he's actually just looking at a sexy picture. Everyone's doing whatever they want. This isn't uncommon for a Judgment 7. Though it makes me feel a bit exasperated, I do find this somewhat pleasant. And if you say so. I'm not a fan of parties either, so I would have left like after the conference thing, and I would have just bounced. Office dev room, 9:13 p.m. The lazy party ends when the snacks and drinks run out and everyone's free to go. Then again, Owari-san and Natsumi-san actually live in the office building, so they don't actually really need to go anywhere. Iruka-san said that my purge of ideas hasn't stopped yet, and decided to stay at the company and keep making absurdly complicated worlds. The only ones who are prepared to leave are myself and the Hayase sisters, but even those two live in a rented place not too far from the office. Though Wasada-san is still drinking her last beer, so she and Yuno-san will be leaving after me. Alright, I'm off. I politely bow to my colleagues at J7 and leave the dev room. Time to see our family, because we're actually going to see them in this game, right? After leaving the office, I started heading for the Tobu Railway, Asakusa Station. I live near the Kita Senji Station on Tobu Line. It takes only about 15 minutes to get there by train from the Asakusa Station, but getting from the Katsusenju Station to my place is over 20 minutes on foot. How many Japanese names are going to make me say, game? I rented a cheap room because I'm not too knowledgeable about Tokyo's geography, but the distance can be a bit exhausting every now and then. When I'm returning from college, it's actually easier to get to J7 offices than to go back home. If I'm to continue being a part-timer there, I should probably start searching for a place somewhere closer. Or maybe I should just do what Natsumi-san did and rent a part of the office. The fact that it doesn't seem like such a bad idea just shows just how desensitized I've become. Anyway, I wonder what kind of game World End Heaven will become. Will it be like The World Ends With You by Square? Now that was a weird game. I don't know if I like that game or not. I played it and beat it. And I like the art style because there's obviously Tetsuya Nomura who loves zippers apparently. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't played the redo yet, so I don't know if that... Didn't they redo it on the Switch or something like that, I think? Anyway. A new access, new age, new dimension RPG that utilizes the World program's AR. Just imagine, it makes me excited. But it doesn't seem like it'll go anywhere as long as the World program goes haywire like it did twice today. If we don't take care of that problem, the game will never be completed. Honestly, I think things will turn out just fine. Owari-san is a pervert, but his talent for programming is extraordinary. He also has Tatiana-san with him. If he asks her to examine the program, the issue might be solved unexpectedly easily. Well, good to have multiple tech dudes on your group. I mean, that's what you want. I arrive at the main street, specifically the Kaminariman Street, taking a left at the intersection right before Kaminariman Block 1. I head towards the Asakusa station. Ugh. Yeah, don't ever get me to read a book about Japanese culture. I'll just butcher the crap out of it. I soon see the Kaminarimon itself. It's lit up for the night, making the lanterns and pillars shine beautifully. I guess it's what people call tasteful. Also, though, Asakusa is a popular tourist location that neatly represents Japan. It's a town that goes to sleep unexpectedly quickly. Shops close at 9. There's barely any people walking around. Though I do enjoy the liveliness around Kaminarimon when it's surrounded by people during the day, I think I prefer it when it's as silent as it is now. I would. Just because I like silence and all that. The Asakusa station is close now. I really have to take a shower when I return to my place. As I think to myself, I head towards the station and I get flashed by a stalker. Eh? I stop in place. Asakusa station was right before my eyes just now, but just went and vanished. Not only that, but my surroundings have completely changed. It doesn't take me long to understand where I am. It's the intersection before Kaminarimon Block 1. It seems someone cast a spell on me or something. Avada Kedavra. I spent a moment thinking and quickly came to a certain conclusion. I'm pretty tired, aren't I? I heave a sigh. It takes a lot to make a man unconsciously turn around and go so far. I give up on the shower. I hurry back home again. Curiouser. I've passed right by the Kaminarimon street, past Kaminarimon itself, and see the Asakusa station again. Carefully bracing myself, I walk towards it. Well, that's weird. Maybe he has some like brain tumor or something like that, or aneurysm or something like that. Is blood coming out of his nose? It happened again. I'm back at the station. My consciousness is clear. I definitely didn't just sleepwalk here or anything, but that can only mean that I was instantly teleported to this place. I outright deny that conclusion. My sense of reason doesn't agree with it at all. This isn't right. There's no way. I shout and start running. Oh yeah, the fact that there's no people here should make it questionable. Following the same route, I pass the Kaminarimon again. Then, using my running momentum, I charge towards the Asakusa station. Boom. And then again, I end up at the intersection. My heart is pounding, my throat is dry, my back is drenched in sweat, tears breaking, my heart's palm are sweaty. I forgot how the whole song goes. I'm not even a fan of that song either, but, you know, I know. But what is going on with Reiji here? Why is he getting teleported to the same place over and over again? Is he crazy? Is he in a world of his own madness? Or is something troubling going on in his world? Find out next time in the next episode of Our World Is Ended. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.